What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to do a reaction video to, the recent Colin Kaepernick news, like how he's been, he did his interview on I Am Athlete, and, it was the start of everything. And there have been some former NFL players who have come out and, have finally expressed how they, didn't quite all the way fully agree with Cap. And yeah, I just wanted to do a reaction to that. If you see me looking down, I've got notes, I'm just trying to make sure I get every point on this video. But to start off, I was a huge supporter of Colin Kaepernick when he first started the kneeling because, as we all know, there is definitely racial injustice in this country and a lot of shit is fucked up. And, I was all with him. I was, support the cause and everything. Of course, y'all remember the media, they tried to, twist the narrative and make it look like it was about the troops and about him disrespecting the troops. And he wasn't disrespecting the troops. They just, tried to twist the narrative and make it look like, and divert from the real issue at hand. But, yeah, I was with him on that. But as the whole movement progressed, and, I just really objectively started looking at everything he was doing and how he was doing it, Colin Kaepernick started looking like Big Cat to me, cause bro just stopped making sense. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, what is you even trying to do at this point? And it just made me question, like, what's the whole thing? Was it even authentic from the jump? For one, because you start this whole big movement. You had other players kneeling with you, teammates, and just other guys across the league. And you couldn't even speak out on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? These guys are putting their careers, their future, their money at risk, trying to stand with you or kneel with you in this situation. And, like, you can't even address what you're doing. Like, you just, you know what I'm saying? I know he never did fuck with the media like that. Even when, he was in his prime, he didn't, like, he did interviews and shit, but he wasn't really fucking with them like that. But that shit was kind of weak to me. Looking back on it in hindsight, like, how the fuck you gonna start this up and you go mute, bro? Like, so many dudes have fucked off their money, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to be there for you, and like you I don't know, like you flipped the whole, you really shook up the whole NFL, and you just want to go mute. Like, yeah, that shit was kind of weak to me. Then, y'all know how Antonio Brown said he was trash. I don't think he was trash. He wasn't like great. He was mediocre. He wasn't trash though. But yeah, he ended up losing his spot in San Francisco. He opted out of his contract. That's a decision he chose. And he even had opportunity. Baltimore wanted to sign him, I believe, but y'all know he fucked that off. His girl, she tweeted that shit about Ray Lewis, and like that kind of ruined his chances. And I think it was one more, I don't know, it might be one more team. But I know for sure the Ravens wanted to sign him, but he opted out of that shit. And that's another red flag. I'm like, hold on, like, I thought you like really wanted to play football. It might not have been a starting position, but you had an opportunity that you turned down. But yeah, fast forward to the I Am Athlete interview. I really feel like they was going soft on him. They was going real easy on him. Like, they should have grilled his ass. I understand that, these guys are former athletes, and you know what I'm saying, they want to look out for the athlete, but you also got to hold the athlete accountable too. And, they really didn't. They was just like, oh, Cap, that was so good, you're an inspiration to all of us. And shit like that, asking them about, why he wanted to get back in the league, and like if he really wanted to play, and yeah, shit like that. And he was talking about how, no one brought him in and shit. And I'm like, bro, you did sue the NFL. You sued the NFL, you made a Netflix series, and you fucking compared them to slavery, but you want to go back to the plantation so bad. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, make that make sense. Like, you hear me? Like, that shit don't make no fucking sense. You talking down on them like that, but you want to go back so bad. But yeah, that shit just don't sit right with me. Like how he started the movement, And then, just don't get me wrong, I know he made his organization, but the fact that he just went ghost on the players like that, and he didn't even really have shit to say, that just didn't quite sit right with me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then on top of that, this dude settled with the NFL. You accepted the settlement money. You sued the NFL. You settled with them. And after that, the whole shit just seemed fraud to me. I'm like, bro, like, nigga, you sold out, bro. Like, you hear me? Like, what the fuck? It was supposed to be about that cause, but you just settled with them and accepted the money. And I'm not completely mad at that, because I mean, I understand, bro got family to take care of and shit like that. But I don't know, it just makes everything look not authentic to me. But yeah, it was really going easy on I Am Athlete though. Like, they could have really grilled his ass about that shit. Like, Cap, why did you turn down offers? You want to play so much, but you had opportunity and you turned it down repeatedly. And let's not talk about the tryout. I remember you had that tryout. Was it last year? Or no, it wasn't last year. It was the year before, I believe. That would have been a perfect opportunity for him to get back in the league, especially with all the racial tension that was going on at the time. But what did Kaepernick do? They set up a fucking tryout just for him, and bro didn't even show up. Like, come on, bro. Like, we all know that was some PR shit. Like that tryout, that was fluke. But you're the one that want to go back. Like, if you want to go back to another business, like, you have to play the business's game. You know what I'm saying? You want to do your own shit, you can do your own shit. But if you're trying to go back to their shit, you gotta act accordingly. And this dude just didn't even fucking show up. Like, bro, you definitely would have got signed if you, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't have gotten signed. But that was his best chance to get signed. Especially after he turned down his initial offers, like after he got released. And he was on the market for like years. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I was happy for him too at the time when he got this fucking tryout. I was like, okay, he finna show people he still got something left. But what did he do? He didn't even fucking show up. Like, bro, what the fuck? What is he really trying to do? What is this about at this point? Fast forward to AB. AB went in on him. Man, AB is crazy as shit. Like, that dude's a fucking nutcase, so it's easy to write off what he says, but bro was on point with this one. It was a couple of points I don't agree with though. Like, he said Cap was trash. I wouldn't say he was trash. He was mid. It's better than a lot of quarterbacks. Definitely not a top tier quarterback, but it's guys who, it's a few starters, I would say. A few. Yeah, a handful that I could think of, like, off top that he could probably, start over. Definitely not saying he'd be a great starter, but he's better than these guys. Fuck, I went blank. Hold up. Where was I? Yeah. But yeah, AB went in on his ass, talking about how he accepted the money. I'm like, yes. Like, finally somebody said it. I don't know why these fucking players are acting like they're scared to, like, I know AB was not the only one thinking that. Like, it had to be other people that was thinking that. Like, that shit not authentic, bro. Like, you sold out. But yeah, also AB said he didn't do nothing for the community. He did make his organization. I gotta give him that. But yeah, I don't know what else. Maybe he did do some other shit behind the scenes. I know he did the organization, so I'm not gonna knock him too much, because what the fuck is some of these other guys doing for the community? So also, fucking Pacman Jones, he was talking about it. But I wish Pacman would have had some of that energy in when Cap was on I Am Athlete, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think Pac was being fake. Yeah, Pac, he wasn't being fake, but he definitely could have went a little more in depth on some of the shit that he said in his TMZ interview. Because in the TMZ interview, he was like, he agrees with AB. Cap didn't do shit for the hood. And I don't know, I don't know. But yeah, we know Cap had the organization. He said he still wanted to play. I don't know, I think that's all PR, that's all for show. Because bro had ample opportunity, he just repeatedly turned it down. Turned it down. So Merriman also said some of the same stuff. He had opportunities to play. Once again, turned them down. And yeah, also he was talking about how he took the money. So yeah, that shit crazy, man. I really thought the movement was authentic at first. Like I was all the way behind it. But just looking at how bro went about the whole shit and how he was moving, I'm just like, bro, damn. I was fucking wrong. This dude is fraud. Sold out. He really needs to sit the fuck down. Like that shit just goofy at this point. Like, you went on you made a fucking Netflix series and you compared them to slavery, and you are still trying to get back into the slavery. Like you're practically begging them to let you back in the league. Like bro, what the fuck? That shit weak as fuck. That shit is weak and confused, bro. Like what the fuck is you talking about? Like which one is it? Is it slavery, or do you want to be here? For real. I think more players need to come out, bro, and come on, man. We're just calling spade a spade at this point, bro, because that shit don't make no sense. And that's not to mention there are thousands of other guys, millions probably, they would drop everything for some of the opportunities that he got, and he's just over there turning shit down, but acting like he wants to still play. I'm like, bro, you got paid, you got a nice payday. Just fade away, my boy, because yeah, you finessed the league. You don't have to keep this shit up, because that shit crazy. Like people used to put him like up there with Ali and shit like that. I'm not saying I put him up there, not that high, but I know there's motherfuckers out there that put him in the same conversation as Ali when it comes to being a fucking pioneer. You know, pioneering, you know, transcending for athletes and shit like that. But yeah, Kaepernick, I don't know, he might not be Big Cap. Maybe it was authentic, but the shit just started looking so fake, especially like just watching the whole shit progress. I'm like, man, this dude don't give a fuck about football. Like he's just playing the victim in this situation, running it up in the name of social justice. But hey, I'm not in none of these people's heads. I don't know what the fuck people's intentions truly are, but that's just what it's looking like when I just look at the whole shit objectively. I don't know, I may be wrong. Hell, maybe he don't even know what the fuck he's trying to do. Maybe he's just flowing and just doing shit, but yeah, I don't know. I think that shit is fraud. That was some bullshit how he went about it. And yeah, this video, yeah, I think that's it. I really don't have nothing else to say on the topic. Fucking Cappy need to sit the fuck down. Like, bro, just fade away, because don't nobody know what you're trying to do at this point. You just look confused. You look confused and goofy and inauthentic. Like straight up. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got on the topic. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm gonna drop my Instagram in the description. And that's that. I am out, YouTube. Y'all be easy.